Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday. My name is Scott, and I'm bringing you guys day 9 of the Advent reading. And today I have the privilege to read from Matthew chapter 1, verses 18 through 25. If you have a Bible, follow along. If not, just hear these words. This is how the birth of Jesus the Messiah came about. His mother Mary was pledged to be married to Joseph, but before they came together, she was found to be pregnant through the Holy Spirit. Because Joseph, her husband, was faithful to the law, and yet did not want to expose her to public disgrace, he had in mind to divorce her quietly. But after he had considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, "Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will give birth to a son, and you will give to him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins." All this took place to fulfill what the Lord had said through the prophet, "The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel," which means God with us. When Joseph woke up, he did what the angel of the Lord had commanded him, and took Mary home as his wife. But he did not consummate their marriage until she gave birth to a son, and he gave him the name Jesus. And while reading this, two different verses stood out to me. And I think that it really goes to show Joseph's faith, not only to Mary, but also to his faith in the Lord's plan, which in many ways is way bigger than anything he could have imagined. So the first verse that stood out was verse 19. Because Joseph, her husband, was faithful to the law, and yet did not want to expose her to public disgrace, he had in mind to divorce her quietly. Now, during this time, if a wife was considered unfaithful, it would be a very big thing. It would lead to public disgrace for her unfaithfulness to her husband. But Joseph wanted to not bring her to public shame. He wanted to do this quietly. He wanted to let Mary be on her way. He was trying his best not to expose Mary so that she can continue just living her life. And that's a very big thing. That's pretty important for the story, and also just in general, just to show Joseph's character.